If you can maybe stop picking on me, that'd be... Hi, you're watching The Appreciationist. My name is Peter Hartman.
I'm Valerie Soule.
I'm Beidi Wang.
And I'm Samantha Barley.
And you're about to engage in a conversation where we talk about enjoying the journey. But before we get to that, I want to let you know in our first segment what I learned this week. So I was sitting down today, scratching my head. What did I learn this week? I mean, I learned a lot of cool things, but they'd be pretty boring for y'all. So what I came up with, and this is something I actually did learn, was how to make homemade barbecue sauce. Okay, so I go up. It's like I don't know, 2 a.m. I realize there's no barbecue sauce for my pork chops, and I need my barbecue sauce for my pork chops. I'm sorry, I'm not going to eat it without it. So I looked up online, and I saw some recipes. I didn't have everything I needed, so I just winged it together. I put some ingredients together and made homemade barbecue sauce, and it tasted way better than the barbecue sauce that I buy at stores. Now, I'm really happy about that. I wonder how many other things do I use on a regular basis that I don't actually have to buy, but that I can actually just make with what I have in the kitchen, you know? Milk? Maybe?
Gross. Gross.
Ugh, gross.
You have somebody breastfeeding in the family, right?
Yes, but I also learned that males can breastfeed. That's a weird aside, but you know, if you let a baby latch onto your nipple, and you allow it for a little while, men, they will also lactate. Isn't that weird? Okay, that's not what I learned this week. What I learned was the barbecue sauce thing. Let's not.
But can you quickly say like a few ingredients that are in that, because I'm like extremely curious now.
So what's supposed to be in it is.
No, what did you put in it?
Well, let me tell you what's supposed to be in it, then I'll tell you what I put in it.
Just quickly, yeah.
I put there's supposed to be soup mix, onion soup mix, Worcestershire sauce, brown sugar, and ketchup. So I had ketchup. I didn't have onion soup mix, so I put in some vegetable broth and dried dehydrated onions. And then I put brown sugar, and I didn't have Worcestershire sauce, so I put HP sauce. I cooked it on the stove. Oh, it's so good. You can make it as runny or as thick as you need to. Anyway, it was delicious. I'm way too hungry to be talking about that now. Let's save that for what's for dinner. Anyway, that's what I learned this week. Homemade barbecue sauce. If you're ever in a jam, you can look online. You can find all kinds of cool stuff. I was going to tell you that I learned how to play 3 moves ahead in chess, but it didn't sound as impressive because people think 20 moves ahead. But that was a lot of fun. Anyway, look, the most important thing we do during the show is called a moment of appreciation, and that's why we look back at the past 7 days. We pick out something that we appreciate. It could be something good that happened, that's easy to appreciate, or it could be something that wasn't so great, but that we can appreciate today. My moment of appreciation was that I got accepted into another round of the contest at Comedy Works. So it was kind of bittersweet. I actually didn't want to apply. I was like, oh, I got other stuff to do, but I did it anyway because of the benefit it would provide. And then I was like hoping that I wouldn't get accepted, but then I did get accepted. But now I'm looking forward to it. All right, now I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be on Monday. I'm going to be doing my audition to get into the competition. So I'm really happy / nervous about that, but I do appreciate it. It helps me to focus. What about y'all?
Wait, so you get to go into the next round based on audience votes, right? So.
Yes.
So that's your, like, you know, you got to, like, tell people that they, like, have to come out, you know?
Yeah, you have to come out. Even if you don't want to, you have to come out.
And the week after, they have to come out for Tom Hartman, right?
That's right. Well, Tom, you don't. Tom is not so important.
Okay, we don't care about Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Tom. It's a competition, right? And you know, one of us has to win, and one of us has to be a loser. And Tom has been in the loser column for a while. Okay, this is the Appreciationist, not hate on my brother today, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save that for off air. How about y'all? You have a moment of appreciation? No. So let's move on to the topic of the. Who would like to?
Sure. I'll go. I actually hadn't thought of it until now. That sort of shows that I'm not yet. So my moment of appreciation will have to be gardening. Okay, I'm probably gonna say this like all summer, but like gardening. So specifically at the. So I'm continuing my internship with City Farm School, and we were at the gardens again this week. and we are actually going to be growing, so we're going to have like the big plots where we're growing a lot of fruits and vegetables, and then we actually have teams of 5 people where we're going to grow our own plot, just the 5 of us, and we get to choose all the vegetables, all the fruits that we want. And so we started planning it on Saturday, and I'm really looking forward to Friday because we're going to start planting it. It's just awesome to be out in nature, like in the middle of NDG, but it feels like you're in the country almost. Yeah, learning all of this stuff, and so I'm having a lot of fun. And also, my balcony garden, my tomato plants are growing a lot. I'm starting to trim them. I'm already getting Swiss chard and chives and cilantro for all the food that I'm making, and so like I'm so excited.
That's really awesome. That's really cool. Just for anybody watching, Swiss chard is not a cheese plant. I got disappointed. I think on Christmas they offered us a Swiss chard salad, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be great.
But it was great, wasn't it?
If you like Swiss chard, yeah, definitely.
Well, that was the first time I had ever had it, and now I'm growing it, so I liked it.
Yeah. Anyway, a lot of fun, really cool. Nice to be outdoors. How about Val, Beidi? You guys have a moment? You guys have a moment of appreciation?
Okay, I'll go. Yesterday, I was, well, let's just say for my work these days, there's a big shift happening, and with it comes some grieving. So it doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun right now, but with grieving, you have sadness, anger, you get so many different phases. Yesterday was anger, and out of it, I woke up and I was like, okay, I need to change things in here. I need to clean things in this house. I need to reorganize. And the amount of work that I did in that day, just from sheer anger, and is amazing. And this is where I saw the value in it. Because if I hadn't gotten to that level of anger, there's no way I would have had the energy or the inspiration even to do what needed to be done. So now my house is very organized. There's stuff that shouldn't have been in my room that's gone. It feels a whole lot better, and my place is more efficient, and I feel a whole lot better today. I'm at peace now, and so I saw this. I think this is one of my first moments of appreciation where I see the value in it after the fact. You know, it's not, oh yeah, this was fun. No, it wasn't fun. But I can say that I did a lot of exercise. It's amazing how many times I went up and down the stairs with really heavy stuff. So I'm really happy for that too. So, but that's it. So now, I mean, today I'm in a better place, and I'm very grateful for the anger that got me moving so much.
I love that. That's great. I love it that when people appreciate things beyond the simple, beyond the obvious. Yes, get angry. You know, get bored, get irritated, whatever you need to do. And you know, maybe you're not the type to be motivated by those things, but some of us are. And it's really cool to see the value in those experiences, because then you're no longer like afraid to be angry. You know that when I'm angry, I'm just going to get more stuff done. So it's really, really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's going to be part of what we're going to be talking about later in enjoying the journey, you know. The journey's not always fun. It's not always easy. It's not always inspiring. But if you can find reasons to benefit from those negative feelings, or for those feelings that are less feel-good feelings, then you can do a lot with that. Very, very cool. Wonderful moment of appreciation. Beidi, how about you? You got one for us?
Yeah, I do. I got kind of a few. So lately the weather has been changing, so it's a bit colder now, but luckily my tomato plants, they grew. They haven't flowered yet, but they grew so much taller that I was really happy about it. And also because I planted them in a pot that has no drainage, so when it rains I had to move them. But there's more work, but it just make me to check on them more often. So at the end I just see them growing so fast. I was so happy. And last week, I get a chance to try to get downtown from where I am, Ile Bizarre, by public transportation. So I just decided to do it this way because afterwards at night I'm meeting my boyfriend downtown, so I don't want to take 2 cars. So I checked out the local taxi collective service, and they can provide a taxi within 40 minutes from the time you called. So they show up at the corner intersection down the street, like 2 minutes walk from my home. and there was a taxi van, and they accept the STM Opus card or a ticket. So they don't have a device to check it, but they do ask you, do you have a STM ticket? And then, of course, I do. So it was like a free ride. It took me to the local bus stop. So the bus will arrive like 5-10 minutes later, and then it take me to another bus stop at like Fairview. It's a bigger shopping center, and where I can take an express bus to go directly to Metro. And that whole trip took me 2 hours. It was far, it was long, but it was fun. It's like, think about it, it's $3, and you get to travel 2 hours, and being driven around in a private taxi.
That's pretty cool. I like that. That's really cool. I wonder how. You said it's a taxi collective. That means there's other people that are in it.
Supposed to, but they didn't call, so I was the only one who called. They didn't receive other calls. They didn't get to pick up anybody else on the way, so I was the only one at that time.
Excellent. Well, that's really cool. I know here in Laval you travel downtown, and it takes a little while, an hour and a half, 2 hours. But you meet interesting people. You see interesting people, and I kind of, a part of me likes the journey because I can think. I could. It's like 2 hours where you have nothing to do except move forward, focus on what you want to do, be in the present moment. So really, really cool. Wow.
I have another one.
Please.
Just a moment. It'll be short. I made the first time. I made a Japanese cheesecake. It was a success. It was pretty cool. I followed this recipe that I saved on my computer like a couple of years ago. I didn't know I saved it until last couple of days. I looked through my computer to see what's there, and then I saw this saved tab. So it was amazing. This Chinese lady, she's lives in Ottawa. She made this website called Mao Mom, MAO, Mom, MOM.com. And she has English and Chinese recipes for all kind of dessert and all kind of Chinese cooking, even dim sum. So like her measurement is really accurate. I checked her recipe. I made the 2 things. They all worked. So the Japanese cheesecake is a cheesecake made of cream cheese, but super fluffy. So the way she did it was that she beat the egg white and then add them back into butter. So at the end, it's super fluffy. And that was really enjoyable.
Super fluffy cheesecake. I think that's we're really going to have to do our best to keep the food conversation till the end of the show. I am so hungry right now. I want some nice fluffy cheesecake. Really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Beidi. That's really wonderful. If you have a moment of appreciation, you can share it with us. You can go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/theappreciationist. If you're on Twitter, you can just share your moment of appreciation with the hashtag MOA for moment of appreciation. And we'd love to hear about it. Just want to make sure that I'm on camera. Am I on camera? Am I fine?
You're on camera. You're just not full like us. Like
not full like you guys.
You don't cover the full screen like the last time.
All right. Is that better?
That's not what I mean.
That's not what you mean. You mean
it doesn't matter though. There's nothing you can do. Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. We'll figure that out later. Excellent. Okay, so share your moments of appreciation, hashtag MOA, and we'll keep track of that. We'll read some really cool ones on there if we get them. Excellent.
Can I just mention that I'm the producer, and if ever you guys see me like looking around and doing other things, it's because I'm like checking for messages and stuff like that. I'm not just like crazy, okay? Or I'm messaging Peter like on the sly. So.
That's right. She also plays solitaire, but she.
Yeah, and chess, and I'm beating you in chess.
So this week's what a great idea. We have 2 comes from our producer. The first one is called Cycle Alimentaire. Cycle Alimentaire, Terre spelled Terre. It's a really cool service. Sam, do you want to tell us about Cycle Alimentaire?
So let's talk about both of them. Name them both.
Okay, so the first one is Cycle Alimentaire. The second one is Partage ta terre. Share your earth.
Okay, so both of these are Montreal initiatives where they actually both did Kickstarter campaigns or Indiegogo campaigns to get started when they were fully funded. Cycle Alimentaire, what they do is they're in the NDG area and they go on bike mostly and they cultivate people's lawns into gardens. So you just call them, you tell them that you want to offer your lawn, and they come with a team of a team of volunteers who actually garden for you. And throughout the summer, they cultivate the plants, they sell them, but also throughout the season, you're getting fruits and vegetables, because you're offering your lawn. It's the same thing for the other one you mentioned, which is Partage ta terre. They're in a different location, La Petite Patrie. So these are two initiatives that are like super wonderful, because what they're really wanting is for people to eat better, to be more community oriented, to stop with all the transportation, you know, like we're getting our fruits and vegetables from different parts of the country, but that takes planes and vans and like lots of oil to bring it to us. And so they really want to help the environment, they want to help with nutrition, community, and so I really, I'm very inspired by them. And so actually Site Alimentaire right now, they're looking for volunteers to help in gardens. So you can just go and learn about gardening and help and have fun and socialize, get outside. And Partage ta terre is looking for actually lawns to cultivate in La Petite Patrie. So if you guys know anybody, feel free to share the information.
And Cycle Alimentaire, that's in NDG as of right now. I'm sure they're going to grow, but check that out. And, you know, as we've been looking for these What Are Great Ideas, we've realized there are a lot of services, a lot of things out there that are like this. So if you're not in NDG or Petit Patrie, you can check something else out. You're almost sure to find something that might suit your...
Or start your own.
Hey, start your own. Isn't that good? A little entrepreneurial spirit there. Excellent. Look, today's topic is enjoying the journey. I wanted to call it embracing the journey, because I kind of enjoy the journey. Kind of rubs me the wrong way. How do you guys feel about that phrase? When somebody says enjoy the journey, do you feel like me, like you want to smack them in the face or what?
Well, it's different.
So the thing is, Peter wanted to put embracing, but I wanted to put enjoy, because we always hear it. That's the thing, is we always hear enjoy the journey, but I don't think that most people truly get it. And so that's why I wanted to put the title, is so people are like, wait, what's this? And then we talk about it a little bit more. Because, yeah, people say it, but what does it really mean, you know? And that's why I think maybe it rubs people the wrong way. It's like, yeah, I've heard it. That's
right. It's one of these platitudes, but I also feel like it puts the onus on you have to be enjoying the journey. Like you have to be happy throughout the whole time. And I go, well, no. I mean, Sam and I, we've gone to Mexico and we didn't enjoy the journey the whole time. And so, what about you, Val? You were saying something about it. How do you feel about that phrase?
Well, I find that when it's a cliche, then that's a problem, and then people don't listen, don't hear the word anymore, because you've heard it so much that you don't even feel what it means. I like embracing better, because it's more of a commitment, and I find it's more powerful. But enjoying is fine too, because it's not like you have to make an effort or commit necessarily. It can be relaxed as well, but I think I'm probably because of the cliche enjoying. I've heard it so much that I would have to really think about what it is and really feel it. And embracing, it feels, I don't know, fresher somehow. I don't even know if that's the right way to say it.
You know what? That's the way I feel, right? Okay, so I'll embrace someone, right? I'll give them a hug. But I can hug somebody whether I'm happy, sad, whether I like them or not. But if somebody told me to enjoy the hug, I tell them, you know what? I'm gonna deal with this hug the way I want to deal with it. I don't know about you. I don't know. I'm a little contentious there. Beidi, what do you think when you hear enjoying the journey? What does that trigger for you?
Well, it depends on how the person said it. If it's someone who's not familiar with who I am, I might think, well, is this person just being general, being fake or something? But I would ask back, like, what do you mean exactly by that? Because I want to hear more. It's a good chance to know the other person better as well. But I think it's hard, like in general, to enjoy the journey is kind of hard, but I think it really probably means that enjoy the moment, live in the moment. So most of the time, I guess it is a good thing to be reminded to live in the moment, because sometimes we get really caught up by all those little details, and we forgot the big picture, we forgot what our goals are, we forgot what makes us happy, and over a while we just felt drained and stressed. And at that point, when someone shows up and say, well, enjoy the moment, well, maybe it's a good time to stop and think about what is the better options.
That's right. That's right. You were talking about your trip to go downtown, and that it sounded like you were enjoying the journey there. I think you're putting into practice what you're preaching. Sam, you wanted to say something,
I don't remember what I wanted to
but it was
say.
really good. I know it was. I could tell by your face that it was like.
I don't remember what that was, but I'll go on to talk about Oh, I was going to say, what about appreciate the journey? You know, you're the appreciationist. It's the, you know. Anyway.
I agree. I like it.
So I hear what you're saying, and the way that I see it is, even in a meetup last night, was it last night, my group discussion? Yes, we were talking, and we talked about enjoying the journey. And so what I sort of see in that is a lot of people have goals. A lot of people want things. They want the house, they want the lover, they want to travel, they want money, they want all of these things, and they really only, a lot of people I work with feel that they will be happy when they get that. And the reality is, often we are not happy when we achieve these things, because right away we start to either look at what we got and how, you know, not good it is, and like you're maybe happy for a few minutes and then there's something else. And so when I say, like, well, when I hear enjoy the journey, it's to really realize that you're living now. Like, you're not gonna live in 5 years when you finish university. You know what I mean? Like, to really, even though there's all sorts of stuff going on, life is not always perfect, to find ways to appreciate day-to-day life, to find things that are going well, even though you don't have the dream job yet, even though you don't have the lover yet. What do you have? What can you find to appreciate and enjoy now, today, tomorrow, the next day? Because just striving and searching for that one thing that you think is going to all of a sudden make you happy, it's usually not going to, if you have not been enjoying yourself and finding things to appreciate. So that's the way that I see it.
That's right, and you're not going to. I mean, you might feel happy for a little while, but it won't be lasting, right?
Yeah.
It'll be temporary. It'll be fleeting. The real joy comes out of being able to find joy in every single moment, or at least the potential for joy in every single moment. And that way, you could be on the plane heading to Mexico, and the seat can be too small, and your knees can be up to your head, but you can still find a way to appreciate who's around you and appreciate where you're heading. Val, when you think about, I know you have to get going, so I wanted to ask you, when you think about enjoying the journey, what advice would you give to somebody who says, you know what, I want to be somebody who enjoys the journey more? What would you tell them to do?
Well, I think Sam said it, is really focusing on the present instead of, because we're looking ahead most of the time or looking to the past, and I think this is what makes you miserable, or at least it creates, I guess, some tension. And so the moment is right there, you know. And so coming back to the present moment, and if you want to look at the past, for example, well, look at things that are productive, purposeful, or positive, you know. So then you're laying a foundation for more appreciation, because then you're changing your habits because of your focus. So it's simple, and we've said it more than one time, but that would be my advice.
I really like that. Excuse me, we're running out of time here. Did anybody else want to add something before I give my two-piece?
Sure. So we could even go as far as, so it was brought up by a yoga instructor in the meetup last night. He said just even appreciating breathing, like, you know, meditation, like really being in the moment, like the actual moment, not even like looking around you and appreciating what's there, but like just appreciating being breathing and not thinking. Like like there's all sorts of ways that we can go as appreciating people and all of that, but really just quieting your mind and like appreciating that you're alive. Like that is part of the journey. That's part of your day, because you might not be able to find something that is going well, or you might have a really hard time to do that if everything is going poorly in your life. And so it's like, just realize, hey, I'm alive, I'm here, I'm breathing, you know?
That's right. I really like that. My trick, my advice for anybody who wants to be in the present moment, enjoy the journey more, it's very simple. First of all, the journey is a byproduct of you living. Okay, you're always on a journey. You're always moving through your experience. You don't really have to pay that much attention to or obsessed about your journey, okay? Because everything that you do makes up part of that. You can't not be on your journey. So there are a lot of people trying to find their purpose in life. Is this the right journey? All that stuff doesn't really matter. If you want to be able to be in the present moment and really to filter your experience, you have to learn how to care about what you're doing. Okay? It's about caring about the step that you're taking. You have to care about the moment. I can tell you, oh, it's in your best interest to be in the present moment. I can tell you that, and I think we all sort of understand that. We all know that. Everybody who's watching knows that. But unless you care about that, then you're not going to do what it takes in order to be in the present, to enjoy the journey. Sometimes we fill up our lives with things that we don't care about, the job that we don't care about, people that we don't care about, and we find all kinds of excuses to continue those habits. But if you want to be one who enjoys your journey, you want to reevaluate what's going on, and you want to start doing things that you care about. Don't eat the food just for eating the food. Eat the food in a way that makes you care about eating it. Eat fluffy cheesecake, because instead of getting regular cheesecake, because you know that if you eat this cheesecake, you will care about it. Call the people, talk to people, spend time with people you care about. That's where you automatically put yourself in the present moment. Because when you are in the middle of doing something that you actually care about, do you have to make yourself be in the present moment? Not very likely. You're probably already there. So find things that you care about, whether it's the books that you read, the music that you listen to. Don't just turn on the radio and listen to anything on the radio. Pick the music that you want. Find a service that will allow you to pick the music that you want. Don't just drive in the direction to get home the fastest. Drive in a way that will make you care about how you're driving. Put on the clothes that you care about. Whatever it is, okay? Care about what you're doing, and that will automatically put you in the present situation. Does that make sense? Look, I care about the show. I care about our friend Valerie Soule, who had to pop out there. Find out more about her and what she cares about at the thepoweroфemotions.ca. You can find out more about Samantha Barley and everything that she's up to at samanthabarley.com. Please check out our website, meetup.com/TLOAMTL. That's meetup.com/TLOA is in the Law of Attraction. MTL is in Montreal. Lawofattraction.ca. Theappreciationist.com. Oh my goodness. Mom. I mean, what other websites we got to tell here? I'm going to let you go in a quick second. Just want to let you know what's coming up on our calendar. I know for the lawofattraction.ca we have our first outdoor discussion. It's going to be this Saturday, June 11th. It's called Memories, Ideas, and Storytelling. So you're going to come. I want to hear about your memories. I want to hear about your ideas. I want to hear about the stories that made you who you are, because we're going to inspire each other by those tales. And we're going to find meaning in our experience. Sam, you have something coming up?
Yes, tomorrow, excuse me, tomorrow, Peter and I and another member, we would love to have you come see a documentary. So it's about world change. It's about changing all sorts of things. It's called Demain, le film. It's part French, part English, and we're going to see that tomorrow evening at 6:30. So this you can find at Self-Discovery Montreal, or just follow the link on my website, samanthabarley.com, under events.
That's really awesome. Once again, y'all have done a great show. Beidi, Samantha, Valerie, thank you so much. I have to ask you, what's for dinner? What did you eat in the last 7 days, or what are you about to eat this evening that you enjoyed? I'm going to eat burritos. I was supposed to eat it yesterday. I didn't have sour cream, so I decided to make pork chops. Didn't have barbecue sauce, but I was able to make barbecue sauce and not sour cream. So I'm really looking forward to my burritos tonight. How about y'all? Beidi?
Maybe some of my cake. Some popcorns, I think.
That sounds good.
Oh, I'm gonna make my popcorn in the pot. I try to stop using microwave, so I pop my popcorns in a pot like a couple times now. I'm better at it.
Good. That's the way to do it.
That is the way to do it. There's like a lot less preservatives. It's fresher ingredients. It's nom nom nom. Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum. How about you, Sam?
So I could say my vegetarian burritos from last night, but I will also say I had a
vegetarian burritos like yours are better than mine.
Yeah, they're definitely better than yours. But my thing is, I was hungry. Well, before I left the house, I had a session downtown. I had things. I cooked a sweet potato. And when I got home, as a snack, I had a part of a sweet potato. And just like a plain part of a sweet potato. And I was like, this is really good. And then I went and I looked up the nutritional value. And I was like, oh, this is really good. And so just that was like, yeah, I love doing that. I'm really getting into nutrition. It's fun.
You know what? I'm really happy to hear that. I'm getting into Beidi's cakes and cheesecakes, so I'm going to be more on her side there. Thank you so much for watching the show. Please go to appreciationist.com for all the previous episodes and check out the law-of-attraction.ca. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
I would love Beidi's cake also, by the way.
Maybe next time I'll show up at the meetup when I'm ready.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was a super fun episode. Please tune in next Wednesday for another exciting episode of The Appreciationist. Take care.